Here we are in the content examples in the Blueprints overview level. So let's take a look at what we've got going in here. So a core starting point to a lot of programming classes that I've taken has been being able to input and output with the system, and hello world is usually what you say. And so this is using blueprints to output hello world and control a text render component. So your next example, we've got blueprint components. Now, each of these are separate. There's a sprite component, a static mesh component, a point light component, and the great thing about blueprints or blueprint actors is the ability to combine them all into one blueprint. And this is really a core functional point that we're going to be using over and over again. This is another core programming element, the ability to have public and private variables. Now, the great thing about blueprints is that it's not only public and private from a coding standpoint, but it also allows the variable to be changed in the details panel. So when I select the public, you can see the public color shows up right here. Whereas private, you wouldn't be able to adjust the color at all. It's here you can sort of, let's modify it. Yep. Great. Let's keep playing. So this talks about the construction script and how it's executed at once and how it can allow you to do certain operations exactly before or at runtime. We'll talk more about this, where you use construction script events and where you use construction script blueprinting. So we've got the event graph, and here is a rocket ship, and we're going to be talking about setting up the colors and editing them in the event graph. An example that we might do is exactly this. You set up the ability to modify the colors in the construction script, then we will output the modification in the event graph. So we'll show that in our examples. All right, we've got some simple math, and we are going to talk about the math level a little bit later in this chapter. There's so many great potential solutions that can be solved with math using blueprints. And not only is this doing simple math, but it's using an event called tick, which is continuously evaluating inside of Unreal. And we're going to be using ticks as we go along. All right, finally, there's different elements of flow control that I mentioned inside of Unreal. I mentioned branch, sequential, and switches. Let's relaunch just so we can get to see the great particle systems. All right, this is a great place to stop. We'll go through all of these concepts as we move through the chapter. We'll see you in the next video.